and the ribs. So if this muscle contract, rib cage goes down on both sides. If the rib cage goes down, that is, it helps in the expiration. These muscles are used in the force expiration. And the compression of the abdominal viscera. Compression, the transverse abdominis fibers are disposed transversely, and that is the most important compressive muscle. Other compressive muscles are also external oblique and internal oblique muscles. And these compressive actions are used for coughing, sneezing, etc. And then the protection of the viscera. For the protection of the viscera, especially the intestines, the abdominal muscle has got a role. But the viscera of the posterior abdominal wall, like the liver, spleen, kidneys, and these are actually free attached in the posterior abdominal wall. So anterior abdominal wall has got little protective power for them. Now the rectus sheath. How the rectus sheath is formed? What is rectus sheath and what is their disposition? Rectus sheath means the covering of the rectus muscle. This is the rectus muscle, and this is also the rectus muscle on that side, and the covering of the rectus muscle is called the rectus sheath. How the rectus sheath is formed? Rectus sheath is formed by the appendices of the external oblique, the appendices of the internal oblique, and appendices of the transversus abdominis. Now, how there are three levels. One level is above the costal margin. Above the costal margin, the rectus sheath anteriorly is formed by the appendices of external oblique only. And posteriorly, as the muscle is attached to the 5th, 6th and 7th rib costal cartilages, so the posterior layer of the rectus sheath is absent here. From the costal margin up to the arcuate line, which is situated between umbilicus and pubic symphysis, in this segment, the arrangement is different. That is the internal oblique muscle, appendices of the internal oblique muscle. When it reaches to the lateral wall, lateral border of the rectus muscle, it splits into two layers, which encloses the rectus abdominis muscle like this. That is, one lamella is front and another lamella is behind, and the appendices of the external lamella, external oblique, goes front, whole, and appendices of the transversus abdominis goes behind the muscle. So 1.5 of the appendices, out of the 3 appendices, 1.5 lamella goes front of the rectus muscle and 1.5 lamella goes behind the rectus muscle. When it reaches to the medial border of the rectus abdominis muscle, these 3 fuse, appendices fuse, and the appendices of the opposite side comes and fuse together and forms the lineal. So the lineal extends from the gibberellum process up to the umbilicus, which is formed, pubic symphysis, which is formed by the appendices of the external oblique, internal oblique, and transversus abdominis of both sides. Now the disposition of the rectus sheath below the arcuate line. Below the arcuate line, appendices of the external oblique, appendices of the internal oblique, and appendices of the transversus abdominis all goes in the front of the rectus muscle. The front of the rectus muscle. So the behind the that is the rectus sheath, and the rectus sheath is division, and the rectus sheath is division, and the rectus muscle here lies over the fascia transversalis. Now about the rectus, that is the contents of the rectus sheath. Contents of the rectus sheath, of course, the contents of the rectus sheath is the rectus muscle first, and the pyramidalis. If the pyramidalis is present in the body, in this cadaver the pyramidalis is present. These two muscles are chief contents of the rectus sheath, and other contents are the epigastric and hypogastric. That is the superior epigastric vessel, and inferior epigastric vessel. That is the artery vein. These pass in the posterior aspect of the rectus muscle. Posterior aspect of the rectus muscle, and these go towards each other, and the anastomos behind the rectus muscle. These are the contents. And this superior epigastric and inferior epigastric artery is the artery which communicates the arteries of the inferior extremity and superior extremity. That is the next contents are the nerves which supply the rectus abdominis muscle. There is the lower 5 or 6 intercostal nerves and subcostal nerves, and the epigastric iliac nerve. These nerves enter in the rectus sheath to supply the rectus epithelium. So these become the contents of the rectus muscle. The contents are actually rectus muscle, pyramidalis, supraumbilical vessels, and the nerves which supply the rectus muscles. These are the contents of rectus sheath. Now about the inguinal ligament. Inguinal ligament is formed by the apophysis of the external oblique muscle. By the backward folding, the apophysis of the external oblique goes like this from the anterior spine up to the pubic tubercle. It is attached and it is goes backwards. That is the by the folding, backward folding of the apophysis of the external oblique. By this, the inguinal ligament is formed. So the inguinal ligament is attached to the anterior spine and pubic tubercle, and it is the inferior border of this ligament is free, and there are important communications between the pelvic cavity, the abdominal cavity, and the thigh. These are the three muscles: iliacus, Schwarzenegger, and rectus. And the vessels which goes from the pelvic cavity to the abdominal cavity, that is the external iliac artery becomes the femoral artery, femoral vein becomes the external iliac vein, and the femoral nerve. These are the important contents. These muscles and the vessels and the nerves. These pass beneath this, that is the inguinal ligament. So